Have you ever heard about this phrase before? Yes, plastic. We use plastics in virtually every shape and form in our daily lives. It carries our drinks, holds our shampoos, and keeps our veggies fresh. Do you know how plastic is made? Plastic is made up by addition polymerization. Polymerization is a process of formation of long molecules from small molecules called monomers. For example, polyethylene, one of the common plastic in our life. The monomers making polyethylene is ethane. At the pressure 1,500 atmospheres to 2,000 atmospheres, ethane that being polymerized at 200 degrees Celsius is known as low-density polyethylene, LDPE. The process is speed up by a little bit of oxygen as catalyst. The high pressure makes the branched polyethylene cannot held tightly together. This causes lower density and lower softening point of LDPE. LDPE is commonly used to make plastic bag, food packaging, dispensing bottle tubing and soft toys. At lower pressure about 5 atmospheres to 25 atmospheres, ethane that being polymerized at 20 to 50 degrees Celsius is known as high-density polyethylene, HDPE. This process is catalyzed by Ziegler-Natta. Polymerization of ethane at low pressure causes linear polyethylene can be held tightly. Hence, the density and softening point of HDPE is higher. HDPE is commonly used to manufacture kitchenware, buckets, bottles, fuel tank for vehicles and water pipes. To turn into its designated products, polyethylene will be shaped by extrusion, molding and pressing process. Although awareness campaigns were held to encourage Malaysians in environment movement, the plastic pollution rate is still worrying high in our country. According to World Wildlife Fund, WWF, report, among the 6 countries being analyzed, Malaysia ranked highest in terms of annual per capita plastic packaging consumption at about 16.8 kilograms per person. Globally, the volume of plastic waste that end up in the ocean is predicted to quadruple between 2010 and 2050. This means that the sea could contain more plastic by weight than fish by mid-century. Can you imagine how much plastic is in the ocean? According to the statistics, 8 million pieces of plastic pollution find their way into our ocean daily. 79% of plastic waste is sent to landfills or the ocean, while only 9% is recycled, and 12% gets incinerated. 269,000 tons of microscopic plastic float on the surface. This is the equivalent of 1,345 blue whales at 500 times the number of stars in our galaxy. Between 4.8 and 12.7 million tons of plastic pieces are dumped into our oceans yearly. One garbage truck of plastic is discarded into our oceans every minute. Only 1% of marine litter floats, everything else sinks to the sea floor. How does plastic end up after we use it? In fact, plastic breaks down, but it takes up to 400 years in a landfill. Worse, it never turns into other materials, it just breaks into microscopic pieces of plastic which are still non-biodegradable. After that, plastic fragments find their way into the oceans, which causes greater impact to our environment. Actually, ocean is not the only place that plastic can end up their life. As a human, what can we do to prepare a more eco-friendly option in plastic consumption? First, reuse. If you're like most people, without acquiring some sort of plastic, it's hard to make it through your day. That's exactly where reuse comes in. Once you have the plastic, it is your chance to be creative and to find different uses for it. For example, use plastic bottles to make vase. Second, recycle. Select the recycling bin instead of the trash after you have reused your plastic as many times as you can and are ready to dispose of it. Yes, it is an annoying step to recycle it rather than tossing it in the garbage, but the effect is significantly different, and it depends on your decision. Third, prefer biodegradable plastic. Biodegradable plastics are made from all natural plant materials. By using biodegradable plastic instead of standard plastic, we will not pose the same risk that standard plastic caused to the environment. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this will enhance your knowledge about plastic. It's easy to take steps towards reducing your carbon footprint with a little planning, commitment and effort. Think before you bin.